Do you notice that there are certain areas of law where lawyers are typically less happy than others on average?
So this is all anecdotal, so don't take this to I do find that especially for women lawyers, litigation is harder than corporate and transactional work. And I think part of it has to do with the adversarial nature of the work. And it's also a little bit more um, institutional because when you're talking about courts and procedure, it's a lot harder to just be who you want to be and do things the way you want to do them. And then when you're talking about being adversarial and advocating for your client, there is a level of tension that is always in your work. I'm a transactional lawyer, so my job is to get a deal done. So I'm trying keeping everybody happy. People are generally happy to see me because as a capital markets attorney by trade, when people come to me, it's because there's a big deal that needs to get done. And everybody's happy at the beginning of a big deal. And if you happen to close that big deal for them, they're even happier. So like there's no real tension. I mean, things get tense when there's close deadlines and stuff, but overall people work well together. And so I think when you think about those areas of law where there is more friction, so if you think about like matrimonial law, if you're a divorced lawyer, there's obviously going to be a lot more heavy issues that you're dealing with. And so it's going to become even more important that through law school and through your career, you maintain a really good self-care regimen because you're going to bring that stuff home. When you're helping someone to decide what to do with their kids, when you're watching a family get torn apart, that's going to be hard. And if you don't have the skills to manage that and to deal with all of that pain and all of that stress, it will start to wear on you. And it's the same thing as, bankruptcy. When you're a bankruptcy lawyer, often you're dealing with people who are losing their business. You're dealing with people who've come to the end of their rope. And it's a sad time. People are losing their jobs. You're trying to save people's jobs. It's really, really stressful work. And so if you don't have the mechanisms to deal with that stress, you will internalize it all. And so I think I got very lucky that I was drawn to transactional work because generally speaking, the stress is not of that nature and of that magnitude.
That's a really great point. Yeah, I could imagine that anything family related can get pretty intense.
And, likewise with criminal law, or when you think about immigration law, when people are, getting deported, or there's just all these issues that are really hard issues, that are really important issues that lawyers have the privilege to help people deal with. But in order to bring your full self and your best self to that work, you have to take care of yourself first.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.